Hello and welcome to today's investigation with Stoke Haunted here in the heart of Stafford Town Centre. We're here at the Shrewsbury Arms, which was originally known as the Talbot Hotel and was built around 1810. Through extensive research, we have found public house records that indicate that Francis Lees was the then landlord or owner of the hotel in 1830. He was born in 1811 and died in 1867. Will we encounter any ghostly goings on here tonight? Who knows? Stay tuned and keep watching.
Hi everyone, this is Sarah from Stoke Haunted. We're here at Shrewsbury Arms. It's Friday night, it's about 8:30 and we've all just arrived. There's quite a few of us tonight and we've got a couple of guests that are arriving, so we're going to be starting in about half an hour. And yeah, everyone's in good spirits, so we just had a bit of a laugh and a giggle. A couple of people are going outside to have a little walk around. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mediums with us tonight and a full team.
And a large.
And a large. A couple of larges. But yeah, so really excited, really looking forward to tonight. We're going to start, like I say, in about half an hour and we're going to go for just an initial walk around with all the rooms that we've got. I think we've got a whole area tonight. We've got right at the top, which is like a real cellar type. Not cellar, but like attic type place. Then we've got the bedrooms, which are the next floor down. Then we've got the pub area, and then the cellar just at the bottom. So we'll work our way around and we'll see you again.
Right, it's just after 10 in the evening, and we've had our walk around of the premises at the Shrewsbury Arms again. Seems a few things have moved around, so we're having to change our plans for the lock-off rooms slightly. Hopefully we'll be able to sort it out and get it done as accurately as possible. We do have an addition of a cat, so we have to take into account the cat as well. But so far, it's all kind of margining on a good evening, I think. So yeah, we'll just have a quick break, regroup. And then I think we started in the attic where there may be a male spirit up there. So stay with us and you'll see what happens.
Hi, we've just had a walk around. It's about 10:30. Obviously we've picked up on some quite negative energy upstairs and obviously down in the cellar area. We're now going to go back up to the top area and just do some basic calling out, energy building, just to see what we can pick up, and obviously we'll let you know as and when anything happens and keep you informed through the night.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to tonight. I'm buzzing, in fact. Quite excited, and hopefully it's going to be a good night. Hopefully the spirits will be kind to us. I know some of the team have been here before and they've had some good activities, so I'm looking forward to it.
Do you sense anything here at the minute, or is
not
anything
at the moment, no,
out
I've not really tried to pick anything up at the moment, and that's the way I work. I don't pick anything up until I actually try, but hopefully I will do, and then possibly I'll prevent for the investigation.
Thank you very much, mate.
Hi, you're one of our guests for Stoke Haunted at the Shrewsbury Arms. Would you like to tell everybody who you are?
Right, okay, my name's Carl Burgess. I'm very interested in the paranormal, and I've come along tonight to have a look how all the team runs, so to speak, around the buildings, to pick out any issues with paranormal or ghosts or anything like that, if you like.
What are your personal beliefs with regards to?
I think they do exist. I really do think they exist. I think it depends on what kind of atmosphere is, and maybe the time of day. Obviously, you know, with night time it's a lot better to experience more of the situation of the paranormal and wherever like that. You know, so I think personally, I think.
Have you ever had any experiences yourself?
I would say yes and no. Yes and no. I just couldn't make out on the different situations that I've had over the years what I actually saw or what I thought I've seen. One experience, I was actually in Pembroke Castle. I went down into the dungeons at the bottom, and there was a massive room, and as I entered this particular room there was only myself coming first down the stairs, and when I was actually scanning the room, even though it was quite dark and whatever, I just happened to see some kind of a shadow on the far side. Now, the only kind of light that was coming through at the time was a very, very tiny barred window from the east side of that particular room. So really the shadow wouldn't have actually appeared where it actually was when I saw. But then I just brushed it off as whichever I thought, you know. I just thought it was maybe just a bat or something like that, you know, but it was more in the sort of head and shoulders type of movement, so to speak, you know.
So you've joined the Stoke Haunted team tonight.
Yes.
That's at the Shrewsbury Arms in Stafford. We've just taken you round to have a quick look at the layout of the building. So what are your thoughts to start with?
It's a fascinating building. To look at it from the outside, you would have thought there's maybe 4 or 5 rooms upstairs, quite square, well, one across from the other, and wherever like that. But this particular place, it's a maze of very small height rooms. The doorways are very, very small, so to speak. I mean, I'm only a small person myself, and I just about got through one door where I had to duck down anyway, which is quite a novelty for me anyway, because they're normally over 6 foot high. The doorways are, but it was the rooms themselves. The rooms, you were going down into one room, and then you'd go through a door and then up into another room, and then we went up into the attic. And it was just fascinating to see that there was 3 or 4 separate rooms off that, or doorways.
Of all the things that you've seen, where do you look forward to the most in the building?
I think the more the type of rooms that are being used, so to speak, you know, the rooms that go off from a bedroom and that type of thing, you know, storerooms and little cubby holes and that type of thing, you know, because this kind of thing really fascinates me. It's just an amazing experience to go around and feel the different temperatures of the rooms, because when we went up the stairs, there's one particular bedroom that's really colder than any of the others, and it's really strange, even though it's got a radiator in there, and it's really, really cold.
Well, we're pleased to have you with us tonight, so we hope you get some good results while we're here, and we might come back to you a bit later.
Fascinating. Thank you very much.
Just a bit of an update. Liz is just over yonder and she's run through protections with our guests. Just an update from me. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a walk around the venue and see basically what the music is picking up, and also feel where the activity is, and then we can get an idea of how to better plan the evening, of where to put equipment, trigger objects, etc. The one thing that's really intriguing me is that, of course, that bedroom where we caught that rather famous miss before. So stay tuned for that. And I'm just going to fiddle with a few bits and bobs technical wise here just to get set up and ready to go, and then off we go. See you in a bit.
I feel quite fizzy actually. I don't know, I've got like this, you know, almost like when you're excited when you were a kid and you feel like really fizzy, bubbly inside. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Obviously I'm a little bit apprehensive, like I've said before, about the negative energies that we had here last time. But I'm hoping for a good... Sorry.
Carry on, Liz. Carry on.
How inconsiderate! Sorry. Will you two shut the fuck up? I'm trying to film here.
No, it's alright, Fabby, I can do it.
God! Right.
I know, but I want some life.
Shut up.
Negative energies.
Yes. I forgot what I was... Like, I'm on my track now.
You're a bit apprehensive because of the negative energies.
Stop it, you!
You go in the naughty corner.
He's in there permanently. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now.
Sorry.
Yeah, obviously I'm excited about, hoping to replicate the footage that we got in the bedroom last time with the figure.
We haven't paid, nobody's paid us.
And that's about it tonight. I'll speak later when I can get a serious conversation in before prats and idiots and imbeciles stop distracting me in my flow.
Right. Just having a blonde, very bright lights shine.
Having a blonde moment, are we?
Learning from the masters. Right. Yeah. Anyway, arriving back at the Shrewsbury. Been trying to land coming back here now since we were here over a year ago. Very, very interested in being able to replicate the experiment that we did before, where we actually locked off the room, we completely sealed it.
Liz is going to get a slap in a bit.
Better to get it over with now. Well, so very excited to be going back up into that room.
Short in next.
It's not the first time you've had something in your mouth on film, was it?
How did you know?
It was me.
That's live.
I was behind the camera.
Let's do this in a bit, shall we?
No. Very, very excited to be going up back into the room that was sealed off again. Now the plan is to try and replicate things as closely as possible. So that means potentially the same camera, the same positioning if we can, and the toys on the bed. There's a slight change in the toys because it's been more difficult to get the same ones again, and yeah, so I'm really excited to see how that's going to pan out, whether or not we're right, whether it's on a time loop or something. The rest of the building, yeah, the reported strange energies downstairs previously, so it would be not wishing anybody to get ill, but it would be extremely coincidental if somebody did get sick in the same space. So yeah, all in all, I'm ready to go, and let's go get some ghost investigating done.
It's a lot of piggy. I think it's pig. Or it's bird, I don't know.
Pig.
You can see now in view you've got Liz there and her skeleton, and somebody else move around just for me.
Just come in here, Chloe.
Just come a bit closer to the bed. Yep, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm trying to find this, put somewhere best to put the sensor so we can see. Okay, as you've just seen, we've set up the Kinect sensor. We've got the software running here on the laptop, which is being recorded by this camera here. You might be able to get in if you find it or not. So, there you go. Excellent. There you go. The software is called FAST with 2 A's, and it's basically what we call a skeleton tracker. It uses the Kinect sensor to look for people-shaped objects. So it knows, it will draw a basic outline of a person if it detects a person. But for example, in view you can see 2 people now, and those are 2 people in the room. And what we want to use it for mainly is if there are people not in the room, i.e. invisible people, people that can't be seen. This room in particular was where we found that mist last time that travelled just between 2 beds, and conveniently this bed is like roughly placed where one of the beds were, so hopefully if anything does travel past, the original camera we used over there will be able to see it, number 1. That's the camera we used originally. We'll use it in ambient light now, because that was the light that was used before. No infrared at this point. And also in view, we've got some children's toys, because it was believed that there were some children here present, communicating, etc., or wanting to make themselves known. There is also a K2 meter in view. Just checking that switched on there. And so if whatever comes past does give off any EMF activity, that camera over there is going to tell us about it as well. What we're going to do now is we're going to seal the room and come back in about an hour's time and see what the Kinect camera and obviously the standard camera have picked up. So stay tuned and see what we get.
It's
What's the
about
time? Let's have a look.
12:08ish.
Time is, 12:08, which means it's now my birthday as well, so
Happy birthday.
happy birthday to me. So in about an hour's time we'll be back. Let's go and seal the room. Now where's that marker pen?
While you were doing that filming, both Amy and I have just heard
Something in there.
something in there. We've just
I'm Amy. It's my first time here with these guys and I felt it was amazing. It was an amazing night. I felt so much energy, I felt so much just negative and also positive energy. I also had an experience tonight which was amazing, kind of scary at the same time. Everyone here is all wonderful and I've really enjoyed myself. And the little glasswork at the end, that was amazing. And I've never felt anything like this before. And this is exactly why I came here today, to kind of see that I'm not the only one that, I'm not the only crazy one. and know that there's other people that kind of connect with this, even though I felt stupid with something that happened with me tonight, with feeling something was inside me. I didn't feel quite so stupid as to say that there was something there, and I'm not really sure what else to say. Is that enough?
Yeah, it's plenty.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, my name's Chloe and basically we joined Stoke Haunted to try to discover some paranormal activity in the Shrewsbury Arms. We've been doing glass spins and we've been doing techniques where we just leave the room for a bit, leaving cameras in there and trying to find paranormal activity in there. And basically we did find some forms of paranormal activity, which is a good result in a way, but I've had a really good time.
Back to the centre.
Okay, it's me guys, and it's gone 3 in the morning, and as you can tell I look like rubbish because I'm absolutely shattered. But that's neither here nor there. Now, some of the team are still conducting a glass spinning experiment over in the dance floor area of the pub. So I thought just before I pack away completely, I would give you my final thoughts on tonight. Initially it seemed quite slow. From being here last time, I know that getting activity through glass, through banging or anything else like that was close to none really, and it was only when we weren't looking that things happened, as was the mist between the beds before. Now I can't vouch for any of the footage analysis that will go on after this, obviously. I'd like to think there was something there, and we'll report back to you guys if we do find something. So I'd love to come back and I'd love to explore some more. So yeah, that's been my night here, and I'll close by saying thank you, and please subscribe, rate and share, and by all means leave pictures that you think we might like to see. Anything that you would like an opinion on from our specialists, and we look forward to having some sort of chat with you, maybe online. So take care and safe investigating.
I'm Hazel, one of the investigators. It's been a slow night at the beginning when we first came, and little things were happening. We could hear a noise, but we didn't know where it was coming from. And then as the night's gone on, it seems as if a little bit of activity was happening. But it's a very nice place to come to. I should like to come again and investigate.
Would like to thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. See you again.